importance of our job out here is to try to find the IEDs, the VBIEDs, but we can't find them all.
When our show was on, this was the first time people saw dead bodies. It was the first time they saw soldiers die on camera. It's the first time they saw these type of horrific injuries. I think up to this particular point, there had been an attempt to limit these type of scenes, and reporters were complaining about it. They weren't allowed access to the planes when the bodies were being brought back. And I think what was interesting is that the cooperation we had from the Army. I think at this particular time, the Army wanted the American people to see the cost of this war.
Yes, I speak English. Okay. We will put him in the front of the air.
And when you see 19-year-old kids come in with their bodies blown apart and looking more like they've been run through the meat grinder, not even looking like a human being anymore, you understand who's paying for this war.
I know the story. I lived it. I never conspired to kill one of my own people. I never sat down at a table and talked about killing one of you.
I basically went to the leader of the gang, and he was under house arrest at the time, and I had been reading about him in the newspapers, and he was being portrayed as a working class hero, somebody who was going to lift up the poor Latinos in New York City. And I was really intrigued by this. I said to him, I want to make a film about somebody who's making a difference. I want to feel good at the end of the film and not bad at the end of the film because my hero is in jail or is lying dead in the streets. So if you're not this real hero, either tell me now or come up with some excuse why I can't film. The gang wouldn't let me. He promised me that everything was on the level, and I really believed he was until halfway through the film when I realized that he had been dealing drugs too. And I said, okay, listen, let's make a deal. You find any Latin king who was my age, and I was working with a woman, get a Latin queen, okay, and let's get a hall and put a boxing ring in the hall. And I'll fight this guy. And let's sell tickets. We'll charge $10 each and we'll give the money to charity. And if the Latin Kings if you guys beat me, I'll walk away from the film. But if I beat this guy, you have to stop screwing around with me and give me the access that I was promised. And they, oh, this is really great. So I didn't know what was going to happen. And they couldn't find a Latin king who was my age, who was still alive and not in jail.
Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Right, Mark, right. Get in the net.
I meet lots of really great people who were absolutely heroic, who make you proud to be a member of the human race, who sacrifice to help other people, and we feature them in our stories. It would be nice if we could always do a balance, and we would do one heroic story and one tragic story. Sometimes it feels like everything's leaning over into the tragic area.
Bye. And it's the only way out, man.
It's the only way for black people today to survive.
Yeah, okay. So, what time you want me to call you?